October 18, 1973. 11:02 p.m. A U.S. Army Reserve UH-1 Huey helicopter is cruising at 2,500 feet over Mansfield, Ohio. 4 crew members are on board, including Captain Lawrence Coyne, a 17-year Army aviation veteran. Then Sergeant John Healy spots a red light on the eastern horizon, and it's moving toward them fast. Captain Coyne took the controls and pushed the helicopter into a 500-foot-per-minute descent to avoid a collision. The crew radioed Mansfield approach control. No response. They tried again. Still nothing. The radio had gone silent on both UHF and VHF frequencies simultaneously. The red light kept coming. Coyne braced for impact. The object stopped. It hovered directly above the helicopter, close enough for the crew to describe its shape clearly: gray metallic, cigar-shaped, roughly 60 feet long, with a small dome on top. A red light at the front. A white light at the tail. And at the rear, a green light that began rotating toward them. The green light swept into the cockpit like a beam. Sergeant Robert Janacek later described it as bathing the entire interior in green. Then something else happened that Coyne couldn't explain. His altimeter was climbing. He had set the controls to descend. The helicopter was ascending at 1,000 feet per minute, with no input from the crew. By the time Coyne regained manual control, the helicopter was at 3,500 feet, 1,000 feet higher than when the descent began. The object accelerated west toward Lake Erie and disappeared within seconds. Radio contact with Mansfield approach control returned immediately. The crew filed a formal military report the next day. The crew were not the only witnesses. On the ground near Mansfield, a woman named Jean Elias and 4 members of her family reported watching an object hover over a helicopter from their car. They described a green light illuminating the underside of the helicopter. Their account, gathered independently, matched the crew's report in specific detail. Captain Coyne had nearly 3,000 flight hours. He was not given to exaggeration. In interviews, he described the experience in flat, careful language, the way a pilot files an incident report. He noted that the craft showed no exhaust, no sonic boom, and no rotor wash. He said he didn't know what it was. He never changed that answer. The Aerial Phenomena Research Organization investigated the case in detail. Investigators interviewed all 4 crew members and the Elias family separately. They found no inconsistencies between the accounts. The case was presented at a United Nations panel on UFOs in 1978 by Dr. J. Allen Hynek, who called it one of the most credible military encounters on record. Skeptics have proposed a meteor fireball. One was reported over the region that night. Meteors can appear red, then green as they burn. But meteors don't hover. They don't hold position over aircraft for 40 seconds. And they don't cause helicopter altimeters to reverse while the controls remain set for descent. The fireball theory accounts for part of the sighting. Not all of it. For military crew members. 5 civilian ground witnesses. Official reports filed with the Army and investigated by credentialed researchers. A craft that hovered, emitted light, and apparently interfered with a helicopter's controls and radios. The Coyne incident doesn't fit neatly into any known category. So what do you think? Is there a rational explanation, or is something else going on? Drop a comment below, and if you've had an encounter of your own, we want to hear about it. Subscribe to WT Historical for more documented cases from the edge of history.